Facts about killer whales. Orcas, Orcanus orca, are commonly referred to as killer whales, despite the fact that they rarely attack humans. According to Whale and Dolphin Conservation, the killer whale's original name was whale killer because ancient sailors spotted them hunting in groups to take down enormous whales. WDC. Orcas are now considered as one of the world's most extensively distributed mammals, inhabiting every ocean. They are highly sociable, diversified, and dangerous marine predators that devour everything from penguins to great white sharks. How big is an orca? The largest members of the dolphin family are orcas. Males are larger than females. However, the size and weight of orcas varies depending on the species. According to SeaWorld, the largest orca ever recorded was 32 feet, 9.8 meters long, and weighed 22,000 pounds, 10,000 kilograms. That's a lot bigger and heavier than typical RVs. Orcas are distinguished by their long dorsal fin, back fin, and black and white color. By hiding their silhouette in the water, the black and white color aids with camouflage. A patch of gray just behind the dorsal fin is known as a saddle because it resembles a riding saddle. The body of an orca is cylindrical, with tapered ends to create a hydrodynamic shape. The orca's form, combined with its great size and strength, makes it one of the fastest marine animals, capable of reaching speeds of more than 30 knots, approximately 34 miles per hour or 56 kilometers an hour. According to National Geographic, orcas have huge teeth that can grow up to 4 inches, 10 centimeters long. What do orcas eat? Orcas are apex predators at the top of the food chain. No animals hunt orcas except for humans. Killer whales feed on many different types of prey, including fish, seals, seabirds, and squid. They can also take down whales larger than themselves, such as minke whales, and they are the only animal known to predate on great white sharks, according to the Natural History Museum in London. Killer whales have even been reported to kill swimming deer and moose. Orcas catch prey using a variety of methods. They occasionally beach themselves to grab seals on land, jumping from the water to the ground. Orcas will often team up to grab larger prey or groups of prey, such as fish schools. By producing sounds or sound waves that pass through the water, they can use echolocation to locate their prey. According to SeaWorld, these waves reverberate off objects, including prey, allowing orcas to locate them. Orca attacks on humans. There is no record of an orca ever killing a human in the wild. This is because humans are not part of their natural diet. Occasionally, an orca may mistake a human for something they do eat, such as a seal. In 2017, an orca was caught on camera charging at a surfer during the Lofton Masters surfing competition in Norway. The orca seemed to pull out of the attack just before making contact. According to the Associated Press through the Seattle Times, a 12-year-old child was bumped by a killer whale in Ketchikan, Alaska in 2005, in what may have been an abortive attack, similar to the surfer in Norway, or merely curiosity on the orca's part. A surfer was bitten by a wild orca in California in the early 1970s, according to the Associated Press. This is the only relatively well-documented case of a wild orca biting a human. Orcas kept in captivity, on the other hand, have attacked and murdered humans. Although wild killer whales do not intentionally harm people, they have attacked boats. There were many reports beginning in the summer of 2020 of orcas ramming into and causing damage to sailing boats off the coast of Spain and Portugal, according to BBC News. 3 juvenile male orcas were involved in most of the attacks, and marine biologists investigating the incidents believe that the young males were playing with the boats by targeting the rudders and pushing the boats around. A female killer whale will give birth to one offspring at a time every 3 to 10 years. The gestation period usually lasts for around 17 months, according to SeaWorld. Orcas work together to take care of the young, and other females in the pond will often help with the rearing. Female killer whales have an average lifespan of 50 years, but some individuals are estimated to have lived up to 100 years. Males live shorter lives, with an average lifespan of 29 years and a maximum lifespan of 60 years, according to the Center for Whale Research in Washington State. Where do orcas live? Killer whales are the most widely distributed mammals, other than humans and possibly brown rats, according to SeaWorld. They live in every ocean around the world and have adapted to different climates, from the warm waters near the equator to the icy waters of the North and South Pole regions. Orcas have been known to travel long distances. For example, one study found that a group of orcas traveled from the waters off of Alaska to those near central California, according to IUCN, a distance of more than 1,200 miles, 1,900 kilometers. Are there different types of orca? All orcas are currently listed under one species, Orcas orca. However, there are recognizable differences between populations, and biologists have identified several distinct forms, known as ecotypes, which may actually be different species or subspecies according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. Ecotypes of killer whales differ in size, diet, and behavior. According to WDC, there are currently 10 ecotypes described, 5 in the northern hemisphere and 5 in the southern hemisphere. Scientists have detected resident orcas in the North Pacific, which have small ranges, thus the term, and specialize in capturing fish. The North Pacific is also home to Big's killer whales, sometimes known as transient orcas. Orcas travel long distances to hunt mammals like seals and whale calves. Orcas can also be observed off the coast in this area. They reside far away from the coast and have been observed feeding fish and sharks, but nothing is known about them. The Northern Hemisphere is also home to North Atlantic Type 1 and Type 2 killer whales. Type 1 orcas are generalist eaters and have been observed eating fish and seals around European countries, including Norway and Scotland. Type 2 orcas are rarer and mainly eat other whales and dolphins. Are orcas endangered? The orca is currently listed as data deficient by the IUCN, which means its conservation status is unknown. Scientists didn't have sufficient data when it was last assessed in 2017 due to the uncertainty regarding its taxonomic classification, whether orcas should be split into different subspecies or species. They are still hunted for food in small numbers or as a means to control their population in Greenland, Japan, Indonesia, and the Caribbean, according to the IUCN. Contaminants in the ocean and seas, such as chemicals and oil, pose a threat to orcas, along with disturbance by boats, overfishing, and other disruptions to their food supply and climate change, according to IUCN. Killer whales are protected in the U.S. under the Marine Mammal Protection Act, MMPA. Southern resident killer whales are also listed under the Endangered Species Act, as they are at particular risk of extinction due to threats like noise from boat traffic and a decline in the salmon population, their preferred food. A subpopulation of transient killer whales, AT1, is also listed as depleted under the MMPA. The population consists of just 7 individuals, following a dramatic decline in the wake of the 1989 Exxon Valdez oil spill in Prince William Sound, Alaska, according to NOAA. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video.